Hi traders, this is Andrew with a sim trade on the dollar CAD, and this is the daily chart I've got up at the moment. Always remember, start on your higher time frames. You've got to see what's going on there, and we're trading patterns of the smaller time frames to reduce our risk. Okay, so looking at this last swing down, you can see we're trading this consolidation. We broke nicely to the downside, and you can obviously see we're in a nice downtrend. So if we draw our fibs from this swing high down to the swing low, okay, we're looking for potential areas to possibly trade from. You can also look at these other swings. Now normally I like to look at these big major swing highs down to the major swing lows, but when the market is trending nicely like this, you very seldom see it retrace up to these big levels very easily. So let's have a look at these areas here and just see if we get any sort of confidence with that last swing down. Now if you have a look at this, from this swing high down to this low, this is sort of the last medium term swing down, with this last swing down on the daily chart, 886.38. nice retracement. And also have a look at that resistance up there, guys. Look at the rejection here, nice rejection wicks coming from that area, around about 10028 level, maybe slightly just below, give or take, around the parity level. Okay, so we identified a level. We could even go in around 20 area. Okay, nice confidence there. Here again, we're not looking to trade the level as is. Okay, we're looking for a reversal pattern around that area. We have a look at the 4-hour chart and just look at the same thing there. We just compress this. So this is the last swing down right here, and we've also got, let me just compress this one last time. We've got these swings in here that we can look at. Okay, and just see if we've got any sort of confluence here. Once again, there's the 38 level, same number, lining up with the last swing. So this is the most recent swing down, and that's the one you need to pay the most attention to, especially when you're breaking down like a lower highs, lower lows. Okay, so we just compress this up, and here again, have a look at that key area up there, 886 level. Look at the rejection in the wicks there. Okay, this looks like a very key area and something I'd be interested in watching to see if price, if it does get up there. If it doesn't, you know, that's fine, but if it does get up to that level, I want to look for possible patterns up there. Okay, very important. If we move along now and see what happens, this is a 4-hour chart, by the way. So you continue this up move, nice big spike up to that 79 level. Okay, so we've just come up into that 886 area. Let's have a look at the smaller time frames. Remember, we spoke about the 20 level, so there's the 20 area right there. We'll just mark that off, and what we're looking for is a possible pattern to set up. Okay, if a pattern sets up here, great. We're looking bearish, by the way, because we're at key resistance on the daily. Look at that big move up on the daily there. Daily 4-hour, nice big leg up into key resistance, and here's the hourly chart. I see some kind of rejection on there in terms of patterns. Okay, the price is coming off this level. You could definitely look for patterns on a smaller time frame here, in terms of something on the 5-minute. Let's just have a look at the 15-minute chart here and see what happens. So once again, there's the 20 mark right there, and we're looking for you know, some sort of bearish looking pattern here. Could be anything, could be a head and shoulders, could be a godly, whatever the case is. Just interested to see if something happens around that area. Okay, still not much going on at this stage. Let's follow price and see if anything goes on there. Continue breaking lower here, so you've just taken out these lows here. Still not much in terms of excitement. Okay, we're not getting a pop back up. Remember, we're looking for patterns, and you know, personally I like to see patterns as close up to the highs here. That's why I really like the deeper trace. The 79, 886 levels can put you in some good trading opportunities. Okay, so we're starting to move down. Let's just pop a fib on this swing down here, just see where we stand, and I'll zoom this up for you guys. So from the high down to the low, we've got a nice little move going here, and we've currently just rallied up to the 50 retracement. Okay, so if we now draw a fib from this swing up to this high, we have this 886 and the 162. That sets up with a potential bat pattern. Okay, it's a what they call a bearish bat. It's one of the patterns that we look for, and we just trace this out. So from the, sorry, that's the wrong line, from the high down to the low. Let's just see if we can edit this and just change it to black. So from the high down to the low, we've then rallied up to the just past the 50. There again, drawing our fibs up from the low to the high, and you see the extension up there, 886 with the 1618. That gives you a possible bat pattern. So what we'll be looking for is possible, if price gets up to that area, that's around the 2021 area. You know, with these patterns, I'd like to give it a little bit of space, okay, in terms of entry, but I reckon we've got key resistance. 21 areas is the level I'd be looking to sell if we get up there. Okay, let's see what happens. We need to see price break above this high here. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to place a an order to sell, and let's just go to our platform. So there's the platform right there. If we go to orders, new pending order, and I want to set a sell order at 21, we said. Okay, so 1.0021, and I want to put a stop just above this high. So want to be 25. Let's just see it 30. 1.00. Let's go 35. I'm not quite sure whether it is. Let's just place it and see. 35. No, it's a little bit too big. I want to put the stop around. Actually, let's put it in at 30. Okay, we'll put a stop in at 26. The spread on just 4 pips, so we just want to include that. We don't want to get stopped out. High is 26, 30. Let's leave the stop in there for now. It includes a spread of 4 pips, which is pretty heavy on this platform. Okay, it's only a 14 pip risk, and what I'll do is, if price gets up to this area and rejects, I'm going to start moving some risk out if we start breaking down a bit. Okay, now in terms of targets, remember we're coming off key resistance here. Let's just zoom this up for you guys. We've got key resistance, nice rejection up here, broken down nicely. I still think we could come down quite aggressively here, and you know, there again, in terms of targets, we've got this area here, a bit of consolidation. That could be a decent level. Let's just have a look at this from this swing up to this high. See, the 38 actually lines up exactly at that number, so that could definitely be an area of interest. 99.54. Let's just look at that on the hourly chart. 99.54 is there, and if we just draw this swing up from the very low to the high, nice confidence around. So I reckon if we can break down, I reckon we could possibly target that level there. So let's have a look and see what happens. We've got an order in the market. Okay, so we've just been spiked in to this pattern. This is a nice bearish bat pattern, and we'd like to see price starting to break down. If we just go to open positions, we are currently 9 pips up, and I want to try and see if price can break down from here. So we'll just follow along. Also, just keep an eye on your high time frames, what's going on there in terms of candles. Okay, a bit of a reaction there. Like to see price starting to break down here. We've got, let's just zoom this up, we've got a little trend line here that we'd like to see cracked. Okay, just keep an eye on this, follow along. We can definitely reduce some risk on the trade. I'll bring it up just above this high. So the high is 23, so let's go 25 plus the spread, so we'll get it down to a 29. Okay, so we start at 35, I'll bring it up to 29. Okay, so we've only got 8 pips of risk, and we want to see if we can get a nice breakdown. Okay, so still popping up here a little bit. problematic area really is this low now. Okay, we want to see price break down from there. Okay, so you see how we've popped right back up, and this is why you want to be cautious about getting to break even too quickly. Okay, we're now starting to release, and we want to obviously see price break below that area right there. That's this low here. Okay, so let's follow along and see what happens. So to break down now, what I'm going to do, we come to test this low here. Good place to take profits here, guys. 25 points is definitely a nice area, so you could definitely scale out. What I'm going to do here is just, we had a very key level in the daily. I'm going to modify this to break even and see if we can just target that key area further down there. Okay, so I'm going to get the stop to break even now. If it does come back on us, that's fine. If it continues, even better. But like I said, these lows are very key. Good place to take profits. I like to take my profits here, but we are at a key daily area here, so we'll see what happens if we can maybe break down here. Let's follow price. Okay, so now you see how we've broken, just zoom, you see how we've broken this area, comes back, test resistance. I want to get my stop down on this, so it's big round number 1. So I'm going to get it at about 1.5. Okay, so at least we're locking in something along the way here, and we'll see if we can break down lower. Still getting a spike down, that's good. We want to see this commitment below 4-hour chart moving down. Nice bearish candle here, guys, and we've got this area here. See, we've got this area here that can act as potential resistance if price does pop back up here. Okay, hourly chart, remember we're targeting down this area here, so we're moving along nicely. I'm just going to follow this on an hourly chart now, just to speed the recording up here a little bit. See what happens. This area needs to potentially hold if we want to see another leg down. Okay, just simple support in here becoming resistance. If price trades above there, we definitely want to get out of there. So what I want to do now is I want to bring my stop down to just above this high. This high is at 88. I'm going to put the stop at 93. Okay, the volatility on this pair is very low, to be honest. 99, 93. So we've locked in a bit of profit along the way, and our target is down here. Okay, alright, so we've just been spiked into the level. Let's just go back. As I said before, you can definitely watch this on a smaller time frame. Good place to take profit, and I'm just going to close this out right there. So if we just go back to our account history, we've made 59 points on the trade, and remember we started with a very nice risk of only 14 pips, so very nice risk reward on the trade. As I said, you can scale out on these things, there's nothing wrong with that. You can also see if price does continue, you can see it's starting to break down. You know, this is just the way it goes. Sometimes you're going to scale out at a good level, good area of support here, and price just continues. But you know, 59 pips, very happy with that. As I said, you're never going to pick, you know, the exact tops and bottoms, but trading this way with pattern confirmation will do you very, very well. So another sim trade. This was a bearish bat pattern on the dollar CAD.